Let's take one basic accompaniment pattern and I'll show you how to change it into 3 other variations. When it comes to accompanying, understanding patterns for both the right hand and left hand is extremely helpful in getting you started. And utilizing those will help you learn how to create an accompaniment. Now, oftentimes when you're seeking to create an accompaniment, it is because you have a chord sheet or a lead sheet. And what that would be is a music with just the lyrics and the chords. And so now it's up to you as the pianist to come up with something that sounds like an accompaniment. If you've watched one of our previous videos, The Common Mistake on Accompanying, we talk about not playing the melody and creating a responsive melody. And we'll talk more about that in another video. But today, I'm going to take one basic, very simple right hand pattern and show you how to create variations on that pattern. So let's get started with this basic right hand pattern. And this pattern is when we play the chord on the beat. So I'm going to take a song that's in 4/4 timing, and on every beat, I'm going to play a chord. So I'm going to basically keep the rhythm with my right hand. This is just a foundation piece, a very basic pattern, but all I'm going to do with my right hand is on every beat, I'm going to chord. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is when I change chords, I'm going to find the closest inversion to where I was at. So for instance, in this song you're going to see, I'm going to go from a D flat chord to a B flat minor 7. The closest inversion that I'm going to choose, and I'll show you why in a minute, is going to be adding the B flat on the bottom. Then my next chord that I'm doing is a G flat major chord, and I'm going to choose the closest inversion by changing out this F for a G flat and creating a G flat with the added 2. So what I'm doing, finding that closest inversion so my hand isn't leaping all over. And also, I don't want to just play in a root position chord. It creates a really boxy sound, and it doesn't emphasize the chords as beautifully. Now, in my left hand, this isn't a left hand focused video, so I'm either going to do rolling patterns, adding the rolling 10th, or I'm going to play a open chord down below where we have an octave with the added 5th, or maybe an added 3rd. So that's going to be basically what I'm doing in my left hand. So let's demonstrate how this basic right hand pattern is, and you can do this with any song. If you are the first time accompanist, you can go ahead and use this pattern and do it the whole time. Now, eventually, as you get better, I'm going to say don't do the same pattern the whole time. We want to learn how to use patterns to emphasize the message. But if this is your first time, this is a great way to start. So all we're going to do, just chording on the beat, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And if you notice, I continued that chord and gradually pulled my way higher by finding the closest inversion. Now, let's take that idea of playing a chord on the beat, and now we're going to create a variation of that idea. A simple way to create a variation on this basic chording pattern where we're chording on the beat is to vary the rhythm. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this basic chording pattern on the beat and we're going to mix it with a rocking chord pattern. So a rocking chord pattern, here's my D flat chord. If I'm going to rock this chord, I'm going to take the top 2 notes, and this is going to be on the beat, and then I'm going to play the bottom note of that chord on the half of the beat. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So now what I'm going to do is mesh this idea of just chording on the beat with rocking that chord. And we have 4 beats in the measure for this song, so I'm going to start doing it in different ways and really varying where I put the rocking chord and where I put the blocked chord. So for instance, I could do beat 1, chord, we're blocked, rocking, blocked, rocking 1, 2, and 3, 4, and that's going to create a specific sound for your song. Another option would be I could do blocked, rocking, rocking, blocked, rocking, rocking 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So you get the idea with that one. Another option that we could do would be blocked, rocking, rocking, rocking 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. We could just rock the whole measure if we wanted. What I like by meshing the two ideas together, we'll start to create a little bit of rhythmic variation. So maybe you start to incorporate the rocking on beats 2 and 4, and then eventually you go to complete rocking. So maybe it's something like this. Start with chording. What I did was I started with that basic blocked pattern, and then I went to blocked, rocking, and then all rocking. So I varied it based on phrasing. So I finished a phrase and then gradually increased, which keeps the cohesion and also starts to create movement, which then brings the song forward. So that's a variation on the blocked pattern from just blocking it to now rocking it. If this tutorial has helped you, please like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share it with others.